Alright, so today I'm back with another Blue Lock leak video, and today we will go over chapter 287, which I don't want to hype up too much. Still, in my opinion, it was one of the craziest and wildest ones in a while, so I would really advise you to watch to the end, as we got Kaiser and Isagi absolutely obliterating Rin. We also got a team up between Shido and Rin, which was unthinkable until now, just like Isagi and Kaiser were. However, we also got one of the saddest moments in the entire series towards the end. I don't want to say too much, so you will just have to sit back and watch to find out what happens. Anyway, before jumping into it, please leave a like and a comment, as well as join the Discord server down in the comments. With that out of the way, let's get into it. So for chapter 287, also called Because You Were There, we get right into the match again as the ball is high up in the air, and everyone from Kunigami, Karasu, Charles, and Isagi is eyeing the ball and waiting for a chance to take it. Isagi says that if it's the extraordinary mind of a true genius, then Kaiser and his movements are just barely being stopped, saying that you can't score a goal with brute strength alone. In the next panel, we see that Isagi is once again locking in and entering his god mode, and says that he can't stop thinking, but that he needs to start shifting gears. He continues and says that they don't need emotions, and that they only need to break through Charles's defense. After that, we see that the ball went down to the field. However, it was Zantetsu who got hold of it, as he shoved Ness to the side and said that they were starting their own reversal counterattack. Ness is still trying his hardest to take the ball from Zantetsu, but he manages to get off a pass to Shido. He tells him that it's enough of his nonsense, and tells him to end it here, and calls him a monster. Shido, who traps it without any trouble, says okay in big letters, and that it's his time to show his powers, saying that being late is something that gets punished for. After that, the players from Bastard Munchen start to mildly panic. It says that Kunigami has told them to stop messing around already. However, Raichi actually said it. Hiyori says that he will join in on the attack, and then Kiora also decides to join in on the fun. After that, while Shido is almost covered by all of them, he says that they will combine their forces, and if it's about coming up with ideas, they have got them here. And he was talking to none other than Rin, as he unexpectedly passed him, while even shocking Raichi to his core as he can't believe it. Shido then starts to run up on the field, and says that if their triple ace is working together, then they will combine their forces as well, and he then screams Rin's name over and over. Karasu comes by Rin's side and asks him if he is going to let Karasu do something, which we don't get further explanation on what it is that he is talking about. However, Charles also comes by Rin's side and says that PXG has gone supercharged, and Kiora, who is watching this, just asks if they are for real right now, which I don't blame him for. After that, the rat comes by and tries to get himself involved, as he says that he will stop Shido with all of his powers and then become the hero. However, Shido hears this and is super surprised and tells Igarashi to bring it on. Igarashi gets mildly annoyed by that and says that he will once again stop him as he tries and grabs a hold of Shido's shoulder. Shido realizes that he is beginning to fall. However, he says that his explosion cannot be stopped as he sends away a pass. Igarashi is yapping too much, but the useful thing that he says is that Shido sent the ball toward Rin. Both Kaiser and Isagi are watching this closely, and they say that it's finally here, and then in sync, they say that they should interfere and steal away the ball, which is exactly what they do as they actually manage to smoke Rin. Rin is just amazed, and says that those two are blocking his movements, and that they completely merged their thoughts together. The ball goes outside of the pitch, and then Isagi starts to speak. He says that this joint struggle is so fun, saying that you guys are geniuses. You can't win against prodigies with our methods. And I just love when Isagi starts talking shit because he gets so intense, and it doesn't matter who he is talking to. He can be saying this to the best player in the world because he just doesn't care. Anyway, then we actually got an insane panel with both Kaiser and Isagi who are looking so cool, and their aura is emanating around their body while their eyes are going insane. Anyway, Isagi tells PXG to play soccer more seriously, and that in terms of brains, there's no way that they can beat both Kaiser and Isagi. However, then this is where it starts to become real as the commentators start to talk. They say that there was a foul in the play just now, and that PXG kept playing with an advantage, but Gurimu Igarashi receives a yellow card. Igarashi falls to the floor and says, "Oh shit," as he starts to look more and more afraid, and then Noah drops the bomb that there will be a sub out. He stands up and tells Igarashi that his plan of throwing his body at Rin and getting a fault has been seen through, telling him that his abilities won't work at this level, and that Igarashi needs to get off before he ruins this match anymore. Igarashi gets a surprised facial expression before he starts to pipe up and looks angry as he tells Noah that he can still fight. He begs Noah to please let him continue as he still hasn't gotten an offer yet. His eyes look lost, and he looks broken as he screams at Noah to just give him one more chance. Noah has once again a stone-cold expression, and it looks like he has never experienced fun in his entire life as he tells Igarashi to get down, saying that there is absolutely no rationality in that theory. He continues and says that there is only one purpose: winning. For that reason, unnecessary things are not needed on the field, and ends by telling Igarashi to come on now and that his time is now over. Igarashi, who had just gotten up on his feet, falls right back to the field, and he looks completely destroyed. Everything goes blank for him as he asks if this is the end and if his dream of playing football has come to a stop. He starts to cry endlessly as he says that his adventure in Blue Lock is over. However, then someone comes and puts his hand on Igarashi's bald head, and it's Isagi who says his name with a sincere tone. He says absolutely, and while still holding onto his head, he tells Igarashi, who is completely broken, that because he was here, Isagi is where he is now. We then get a final panel with a bunch of puzzle pieces of Isagi and Igarashi together, and Isagi has a determined facial expression as he tells Igarashi that he is glad that the 300th player was him, and after that, Igarashi just starts to cry even more. The text at the bottom says that the overflowing tears become the words of youth. This emotion will never fade. And then, the next chapter will be called Death Game, which hopefully means that we actually are in the final chapters and stages of this match, as it's a bit dragged out. However, I'm a bit lost for words after this chapter, so let's go over it right now. Now, it's kind of hard to discuss leaks as I can't show any panels, but let's just talk about Igarashi. Now I think that it's pretty certain that he isn't making it into the top 23 players. In this game, he's had 2 good fouls against Rin, which have saved them a lot of potential attacks. However, now in his last foul against Shidu, he got a yellow card, and when thinking about all of this, I can't imagine him making it into the club. It would be if there was some club owner who was just stupid and wanted to build a team with interesting people, but that's just not gonna happen, is it? And if you know me and my thoughts on Igarashi, then you know that I'm pretty okay with this, and I would even say happy. But I love how they executed it. Like, I don't think that you get the whole picture without seeing the panels, so I can't wait to make the chapter review. However, they managed to picture Igarashi's emotions so good, like his crying made me even feel for him. And I'm a day one hater of Igarashi. I also like how Noah has this cold aura to him, as he made the best call for the team that he could have. Yes, he could have thought about Igarashi's feelings, but what would happen if he managed to get another yellow card? Then it would just have been stupid. So yeah, I'm sorry for all of you Igarashi fans, but I just don't see him making it. But then, there's a question to who will enter the pitch after him. Now I feel like there's only 2 candidates, and those are Corona and Yukimiya. However, as Hiyori is already in the field, and they also have Ness and Kiora, which leaves me to think that Yukimiya will be the one to enter, which I'm not too mad about. But it feels like it's a bit late for him to make anything useful in this situation, as Kaiser and Isagi has already formed a team, and he wouldn't be able to enter their squad, as to be honest, he is far from their level. However, I feel like this will be it for today's leak video. I have a lot more to say, but I want to save some things for the chapter review as well. Anyway, if you like Blue Lock and videos like this, then I would highly suggest you subscribe to this channel, and while you are at it, leave a comment and a like, as it helps out with the algorithm a ton. And if you are curious to see another video of mine, then please watch the video that will be popping up on the screen now. Anyway, thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.